Let's go through these three maps of Gaza. We've been hearing a lot of city names and districts, refugee camps, and hospitals. It's important for us to actually know what we're talking about, so this will help you place these names on a map. There are 5 total districts: Rafah, Khan Yunis, Deir al-Balah, Gaza, and North Gaza. As we all know, all of Gaza is being bombed, but the majority of them are happening in the districts of Gaza and North Gaza. It's also where Israel's ground invasion infiltrated, that northern line of North Gaza. The cities that are being bombed the most are the ones in these 2 northern districts: Beit Hanun, Beit Lahiya, Jabalia, and Gaza City. Now, the most southern district, Rafah, is the one that borders with Egypt. There are 2 crossings that you'll see lead into Egypt. The southern one, Rafah crossing, is for people. In the beginning of the genocide, that's the crossing that Israel closed, preventing Palestinians from escaping. This is also the crossing that we saw Israel bombed the first week of the genocide. The northern one, Salah ad-Din Gate, is the one where goods transfer. That's where we saw all those trucks that were trying to get into Gaza to deliver humanitarian aid. When they initially only let 20 trucks in, that was Salah ad-Din. Rafah is also where the Gaza airport used to be. In 2002, of course, Israel destroyed it and refuses to let them rebuild it. Because Israel has a military blockade over Gaza, meaning they control the airspace, even if Gaza did rebuild it, they still wouldn't be able to fly planes in and out. Now, the first evacuation line, when Israel instructed Palestinians in the north to go to the south for safety, that line was between the district of Gaza and Deir al-Balah. They notified them on October 12th, and they said, anyone in the north, if you go to the south of this line, you'll be safe. Of course, the ones who evacuated still ended up getting bombed, even though they went to the south past that line. Then on November 4th, they moved the evacuation line down to the border between Khan Yunis and Deir al-Balah. So somehow they expect more than 2.2 million Palestinians to squeeze into the bottom 2 districts. Now, this map shows the 8 refugee camps in Gaza. This is being highlighted because you need to remember that the total population of Gaza is 2.2 million Palestinians. Of that 2.2 million, 1.7 million are registered refugees, meaning nearly 80% of the population are not from Gaza, and an overwhelming number are squeezed into these 8 refugee camps. The largest one is the Jabalia refugee camp up north. That's the one we keep hearing a lot about, and the one that was bombed where more than 400 Palestinians were killed in one bombing. This is a map of the major hospitals throughout Gaza. Obviously, a lot of the ones that are being bombed are the ones in the northern regions. The largest one is Al-Shifa in the Gaza district. That's the one that we all saw that was bombed alongside the 2 other hospitals, Al-Quds and Indonesian Hospital. They bombed the courtyards of all 3 hospitals within a 48-hour time span. Important note, this is the present-day Gaza map under Israeli colonization. This is simply where we are as Palestinians right now, but it does not represent what the reality is. And that is that all of these regions are Palestine. So Gaza Strip, West Bank, East Jerusalem, and the Israeli territories. It's all Palestine. This is simply for educational mapping purposes. So try to take mental notes of these names that we keep hearing. And remember that one of the main objectives right now for Palestine awareness is to educate. People need to learn more than just what has been happening over the past 30 days. In order for people to truly grasp what is happening, they have to learn about the context. They need to learn about our history, people, places, maps, locations, names. We have to be able to understand these terms in order for us to actually get work done. These maps are available on my Instagram and the Palestine Academy Instagram page, as well as website. So thepalestineacademy.com.